Hey everyone, it's Liz with Real Girl Beauty here again. I wanted to show you because, I don't know, I was just in the mood to do this video. My dry shampoo collection. I have been obsessed with dry shampoo, as you can see. Since really dry shampoo became a thing here in the US, I remember originally the first products I ever saw before dry shampoo was really mass marketed. The first things I saw were called hair refreshers, which were basically alcohol and perfume that you would spray on your hair, and the alcohol would eat some of the oil up, and then the perfume would make your hair smell like whatever shampoo line that was attached to. And I loved those. I used those all the time. And then dry shampoo started, you know, coming onto the market and really expanding and blowing up. And I think the hair refreshers are gone. I don't think any of them are still in the marketplace. If anybody knows of any that still exist, let me know in the comments, because I don't think there are any. But as you can see, I kind of developed quite the collection. And some of these are ones I like, some of them are ones I don't. Some of them are there for specific purposes. A lot of them are samples, so I figured I'd kind of go one by one and show them to you and tell you why it's in there. The Battiste, and it is the medium brunette. I know my hair seems a lot darker than this color would match with. The issue is when you go into the darker brown, it starts to look black, and then it gets like under your fingernails and it sits on your scalp and it just starts to look really bad. So if you have dark, like black hair, maybe that would be good. My hair is pretty darn dark, but I just don't like it. I prefer this one. This one I use a lot when my hair is both oily, needing a root touch-up of color, and also, believe it or not, I'm just gonna say it, flaky. Because this actually will color the flakes that are in your hair and stop them from showing. So if you haven't washed in a while and it's been dry and you're kind of itching at your scalp, one of these colored shampoos is the one to go with, because that's really what it's super, super good for. This next one I'm not actually a big fan of. It's also colored, but it doesn't do the same job that the Battiste does. This is the Beyond the Zone Rock On, and that one is, again, medium to dark. These are sold, I'm not sure where else, but I know you can get them at Sally Beauty. That's where I bought it. This is more of a volumizing and shine dry shampoo with a color to it, whereas this one is more oil absorbing shampoo. I don't really care too much about volume. Clearly, most of the time you see me, my hair is completely straightened or back in a ponytail, one of the two. I am not into the big hair. So for me, even though this one was tinted, it's sitting here because I haven't used it. It's just too much of, it doesn't do enough of the oil absorbing. It adds extra shine on top of the shine from the oil that's already there. And then, yeah, it's got some color to it. It actually isn't as colored as the other one is, even though it's supposed to be for darker hair. I have it. I've held on to it in case there was ever an opportunity where I thought it would apply, but it's not my favorite. This is probably the most expensive, yeah, this is the most expensive one in a full size that I have. The Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. This one is awesome for when you really need a real shampoo and you don't have any kind of root cover-up issues or any of that going on. This does cast white, but it really, really, really absorbs the oil. It really brushes out easily. It really makes your hair look and feel like it's been washed again. So this one, and it's kind of funny, I'm saying this is the most expensive one in the full size that I own. That was actually a Christmas present for my husband. It was on my Christmas list. He walked into Sephora, handed the girl my list, and this was one of the products he bought me, and this was over $20. And I was completely thrilled to get it. One of those practical Christmas gifts that you never really think you're gonna get, and then you get it and you love it. So I don't use it a ton, I think part of that is just the frugal in me, like, don't waste the really expensive one. But I do think it does a really, really good job for absorbing oil, absorbing everything else that you could have in your hair, like sweat, odor, whatever. And it does brush out pretty easily. It casts white when you spray it on, but that white will brush out, so you're not gonna see like patches of white sticking around in your hair. I haven't tried this one in a while because I've had other ones that I've used. So I haven't tried it in a while, and honestly, I'm just gonna show it to you just to show you that it's in the collection. I don't have anything to say about it because I don't remember how it wears. The Tresemme Fresh Start. This was for straight hair. They also sell one for curly hair, which is kind of special, and it's like a wet mousse that you can kind of put in. I had that as well, and I gave it to my sister-in-law because she has super, super curly hair and wears it curly. I don't wear mine curly. Honestly, I don't think I have anything bad to say about it. I don't have anything good to say about it. It is in the collection. It's just not something that I have grabbed in a while. So I can't even honestly give you any real review on that one. And I apologize. This one is good. If you are on a severe budget, the Suave Keratin Infusion Dry Shampoo, that one is excellent for the money. It is clear. So if you have dark hair and you're looking for one that's not going to cast white, this sucker does it. And it is actually, it works really well with the oil absorption. It's not too much of a dry shampoo where it's kind of making your hair look powdery, so your hair still comes through. It doesn't do too much of the volumizing. It's more about the oil control, but that is an excellent, excellent product, and that's why I have it in here. So if you're really on a budget and you want a dry shampoo, head over to Suave. Theirs is fantastic. The Orbe Gold Lust that I got in, I can't remember if it was Birchbox or Ipsy Bag last month. I want to say it was Birchbox. This isn't a terrible dry shampoo. It does the job, and it's, you know, it does the oil absorbing. It's not one of the more volumizing formulas. It's just not special. Like, to me, this one, the way it works is special, so paying that really high price tag for it makes sense. This isn't special. It's just like every other dry shampoo out here. I mean, honestly, if you said to me, would you rather have Suave or Orbe? I'd pick the Suave because it's less money and it does the same thing. That one's only in here because it was a sample. A lot of these are only in here in a sample. And I apologize, a lot of these are dusty because our bathroom just gets like super dusty and they're up on a shelf in this container. I pull them out when I need them. This one I wasn't a fan of. The Surge Normand. It's the Meta Revive Volumizing, and that was the issue for me. This was more about volume, not about oil absorption, not about refreshing. It was more about getting your hair bigger and bigger, and that's what it did to my hair, and I didn't like the way it worked. But if that's something you're looking for, that's of course an option. This one is a variation on the one that's colored, the Battiste Tropical Scent, Coconut Tropical. I got this as a sample size just for fun because honestly they were out of the colored one, and I was like, I really would like a shampoo, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get this one in the tiny can because it smells nice. And that's exactly what it is. It does the same job as the one with the color, just doesn't have tint to it, so it comes onto your hair very, very white. But the smell on this is absolutely fantastic. So if that's something you're into, if you're looking for oil absorption, works really well but has a really awesome scent, Tropical Scented Battiste. I'm telling you, that one smells fantastic. The R&Co Death Valley Dry Shampoo. This is another one that is more about getting volume. It even says it on the back. It says, Death Valley is the quickest way to get volume and body. That's why I don't use it. Because that one, just like the Surge Normand, is not just... No. I didn't like it. I also didn't like the smell of this one. There was something about the scent of it that I just kind of went, eh. So that one was kind of a pass on those two reasons. That's the thing is, like, I feel like I can't I hold on to these because I'm like, well, there might be a time where I'm looking for that kind of effect, so I'll hold on to it. It's just that I'm not going to go out and buy it. Whereas like if I run out of the Suave, I'll probably replace the Suave because it's inexpensive and I know I'm going to like it and I'm going to keep reaching for it. To be honest, I might not even replace the Living Proof one when I run out because it was super duper expensive. Even though I really like the way it works. I just, as a Christmas present, yeah, it works as a Christmas present in my house. As an everyday purchase, ooh, no. Then this one, which is the Fakai Blowout Hair Refresher. They call it a hair refresher and a dry shampoo. This is another one that I was sort of indifferent to, I guess. It does the job. It does leave your hair a little bit white. I like the scent of it. It's in the bin to be used up when other stuff run out. It's just not one of the ones I would go to first for specific reasons. But I like it. Again, it's not something I'm gonna probably replace when this little can, the sample can, runs out. I can't see myself replacing it just because it's sort of, I don't know, like it doesn't enthrall me, I guess. It's not as exciting as some of the ones that I have in the full size, and there's a reason they're in the full size. This one I've heard a lot of really good things on. I like it. I'm kind of retesting it to see how I feel about it, so I'm not going to say anything positive or negative yet, but the Pantene Blowout Extender Dry Shampoo, like I said, I know a lot of people really, really love the Pantene dry shampoos. I don't know if they have another one that's a little better that I might try. I feel like, again, it's one that really didn't enthrall me, and so I'm kind of retesting it to see if I like it more than I did before. So I'm really not going to give any opinion on that right now. I'm just showing you as part of the vast collection. And we're to the last one, which is the teeny tiny bottle of the Bumble and Bumble Pret-a-Powder. In this I got from my friend who is a hairstylist and who cuts my hair, because I brought up to her that I wanted to try it. And the only thing, this one works really, really well. I would say it works probably on par with the Living Proof, as in the job it does with the oil absorption and making your hair just look and feel clean. The only issue with this one that makes me a little nuts is it's a squirt bottle. You basically go and squirt it into your hair, and if you don't know that and you just kind of go like this, all the powder just flies down on your head, and so it's super, super messy. And that's the only reason I feel like I've reached for it a few times, but I haven't really consistently grabbed it like I have some of the other ones, and I think that's just because of the mess factor. So that is the collection as it currently stands. I have a little bit of a dry shampoo problem. It's kind of a joke. That, like I said, the fact that I asked for dry shampoo for Christmas and got it kind of shows you that I have a problem with my dry shampoo, that I have a slight addiction problem here. I honestly, I'm like, I can't get rid of these because, like I said, I'm sitting here like, well, I don't like this one, but what if my hair looks really flat and I do decide I want volume? Well, I'll just hold on to it. I do that a lot with hair products where I'm like, I'm not crazy about it, but I'll hold on to it just in case. So I have a lot of those, but I also have ones that I do reach for pretty regularly, like weekly or every other week. So if you've never used dry shampoo before, give it a try. Give it a try. It really works, especially if your hair is kind of like mine, where you either have straight or slightly wavy. Like I said, they all have their different functions. Play around, see which ones you like. Like I said, if you're kind of like, I've never tried it and I want to try it, and I really don't want to spend $20+, pick up the Suave. It's clear. That's all I have to say about it. It's clear. You know, your hair, if you have dark hair, it's going to work on you because there's no color to it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour through my madness and obsession. And I will talk to you later. please subscribe if you haven't done so, and give me a thumbs up if you liked this. If there's one that you like that I haven't tried, leave it in the comments. If you have an opinion about these that differs from mine, please leave that in the comments too. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.